But first I want to go across to Brajesh Upadhyay, because we've just seen in these investigative reports put out by the India Today Special Investigation Team that a lot of these cyber criminals seem to be operating out of the area where you're in charge, and I'm wondering, why aren't you able to put a stop to their illegal activities? Why are they duping people all across the country right under your nose?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Actually, the area you are just describing is mostly called Mewat area, the north side of the Bharatpur, and it involves some parts of Noor district of Haryana, some parts of Mathura district, and some parts of Alwar district. So basically 3 states are interacting here. So you are asking why we are not able to control it. Actually, there are 2 main reasons why we are not able to control totally. Because first, the victims of this fraud are not from Bharatpur. They do fraud all India level. So we don't get to know regular FIRs from other states. So we get to know only when outside police comes for raid, for catching the accused. Then we go and then we raid and then we catch. We don't get to know the victims from here. First thing is that. Second is that the scope of their activity has been totally copied from Jamtara and has become so much that we don't know who is there sitting in Jhadi and doing this cyber fraud through phone. So we can't catch everyone, but we can't go and randomly catch anyone and check his phone. We only can take action when we get the details of the fraud. So we are trying our best. Actually, this problem is also related to some social economic condition also. They don't find enjoyment in working hard. They don't want to go for labor, for other good technical field. They have learned that due to some 2 minutes of effort, they can get 10,000-15,000 rupees. And the third factor is that the human psychology. Humans are so, I'll say, they are greedy. Only people who get cyber frauded are mostly who want to enjoy a large amount of profit. They want to buy iPhone 13 in 10,000, 20,000. So this kind of behavior, human behavior, is also sink in this. So we have to catch all these points if we want to stop it. Only police raid can't solve all problems. We have to make citizens aware of this, that if anything you are getting on internet, 90% discount means it's impossible. Then you are getting fraud. You are being frauded.
Now you make a couple of important points, and I want to put those to Yashovardhan Azad. One, that if somebody is being greedy, there's nothing the police can do. If it's too good to be true, it probably is problematic. But most people don't get that very basic premise. Secondly, that while the criminals may operate out of the Mewat region, the crime isn't happening in Mewat, and therefore the likes of Brajesh Upadhyay, who's on the ground in Bharatpur, says there is not much I can do because the criminals are on my watch, but the crime is elsewhere. So it's a problem of superintendents. How should the police on the ground be trying to address these problems so they can act against these criminals, Mr. Azad?
You see, Rahul, this is a new age policing dilemma. And these are the challenges which are coming before the police in the modern age. Jamtara has been a veritable center of all kinds of frauds. There is no doubt about it. And as you mentioned, there is a huge jurisdiction problem. The victims are from Kerala, the victims are from MP, and therefore the Jamtara police only got to know when the police was going to that place to raid places and catch the accused. But the bigger problem lies before that. Now the Jamtara is being replaced by the Mewat area, and as rightfully said, it is on the tri-junction of 3 states, and therefore these criminals can go and do a crime, say in UP, and then come back to Mewat. So somebody far off from UP has to report to the local police station over there, who may or may not be savvy enough how to take care of such FIRs. So these are 2 problems there. One is the jurisdiction problem, and the other is the ability or the capacity of the police in that particular area to be able to tackle this crime. In Haryana, for example, we had done a study with the local police, and Chandar Mohan, one of the brightest IPS officers there, We had done a study, and now they have a cybercrime police station for every district and 4 cyber police stations for the commissionerates. Now, which is making it very, very good for liaison. What the third point, what I'm going to say is that unless in this modern age crime, you have a kind of a coordination between the various states. For example, if you have one state liaison officer who can immediately cut across and go to the state where the crime has actually taken place, and he contacts the other state, then a solution can be found. And SOPs need to be resolved immediately. There are other so many issues which I'd like to talk about, but in the beginning I would just say jurisdictional problems are there. Then the capacity of the local police is also there, because not only this lure of money, there are a lot of other crimes too. You know, somebody will threaten you that electricity bill is being cut off. Somebody will threaten you that your life insurance policy is going off unless you renew it again. There are so many of these things. So you need somebody. For example, one good move which has been made by the MHA and the Cyber Crime Security Cell is that they've given you a number that immediately if something takes place, the most important thing is how you block the chain of transfer of money into that accused bank. So with that money, they immediately go through the various processes and try to block it in between.